Good day, class! In our previous videos, I have discussed to you text information, visual information, audio information, and motion information. Today, I'm going to discuss to you manipulative information and multimedia. So we are going to start first with the history of manipulative media. To start, let us have Johann Heinrich Pestalozzi from 1746 to 1827. He asserted that students need to learn through their senses and through physical activity. He argued that things before words, concrete before abstract. Let us proceed to another, who is Friedrich Froebel in 1782 to 1852. He is the father of kindergarten and established the world's first kindergarten in Germany. Influenced by Pestalozzi's idea, his kindergarten was filled with toys which were categorized as specific set of gifts. Examples are balls, blocks, rings, tiles, and sticks. These gifts were carefully designed to help children recognize and appreciate the common patterns and forms found in nature. Next key person is Maria Montessori, 1870 to 1952. She extended Froebel's ideas by developing materials for older children and inspiring a network of schools in which manipulative materials, such as Montessori materials, plays a center role. In an effort to create an education of the senses, she developed new materials and activities to help children develop their sensory capabilities. She hoped that her materials would put children in control of the learning process, enabling them to learn through personal investigation and exploration. Next key person is Jean Piaget, 1896 to 1980. He theorized that children must first construct knowledge through concrete operations before moving on to formal operations. He believes that there is a need for concrete manipulative to develop direct physical experience, equilibration, assimilation, and accommodation. So that is the brief history and key person in manipulative information. Now let us go with manipulative media. What is manipulative media? In the context of education, they are physical tools for teaching and engaging students with objects such as coins, blocks, puzzles, markers, and etc. The use of manipulative is constructivist. When we say constructivist, it deals with learning by doing. It is because students are actively engaged in discovery during the learning process. The teacher will provide materials along with the basic direction, but students are allowed to explore the materials and ask questions before and during the lessons. That is for manipulative media. Take note, manipulative media allows the students to connect ideas and concepts to physical objects to promote a better understanding. Now, let us go with the types of manipulative media. We have two types of manipulative media, such as traditional and virtual and digital. Let us have first traditional manipulative media. This is typically used in certain schools wherein they use different materials that the students can use to have a hands-on experience regarding the lesson. Example of traditional manipulative media are real objects, models, and the very enjoyable field trips. Traditional media such as real object, most accessible and involving materials in educational use. That's the real object. They give meaning to abstract words, may be modified to make instructions better. Example of the real object is the attribute blocks, geared clocks, two color counters, color cubes, pattern blocks, and even an abacus. Traditional real objects. So the sample are, again, we have attribute blocks. Attribute blocks can be used to teach sorting patterns and identifying attributes. In geared clocks, it allows children to explore telling time on analog clocks and calculating elapsed time. Also, we have the two-color counters. This can be used to introduce basic ideas of probability. Color cubes is an hands-on exploration of basic mathematics and geometric relationships as they stack, count, sort, and work with patterns. Next, we have the pattern blocks. These make it possible for the shapes to nest together and provide for a wide range of exploration. And lastly is the abacus. Abacus used to perform addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. So those are traditional real object. Next is traditional in the form of models. Three-dimensional representation of a real thing is the model. It can provide learning experiences that real things cannot provide. It can be disassembled to provide interior. It can be larger or smaller than the real object they represent. We have example of anatomical model, molecular model, animal model, play money, and models of building. Next is the traditional field trips. Field trip is the excursion outside the classroom. For the first-hand experience, students can encounter phenomena that can be brought into the classroom, particularly valuable for learners who have kinesthetic perceptual strength, because you are able to see the actual place and the actual object within the place that you are about to visit. Let us now go to the next kind of media or manipulative media, which is the virtual and digital manipulative media. It is the integration of traditional media. It enables physical objects to move, sense, and interact with one another, and as a result, makes systems-related concept more salient to, meaning can be manipulated by a lot of children. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of traditional manipulative media? We have, for the advantages, hands-on learning, increased confidence and motivation for learning, opportunity for collaboration, multi-sensory, and variation in learning. But the disadvantages of traditional manipulative media is it is not available for everyone, since field trip cost high. The disinterest on discussion type of learning, because many find it boring, and it's very, very expensive. Now let's proceed to virtual and digital manipulative media. The advantages of virtual is hands-on learning. It increases confidence and motivation for learning, plenty of resources. It is engaging, and it is really attention getter. It is flexible and easy access, no cleanup needed because it's virtual. Next is disadvantages. not available for everyone. If you don't have computer, you cannot access this one. It can be a sort of distraction, and it is dependence on the learner and the one who is making the virtual manipulative media. And that's all for manipulative media, and that's all for the types of media. And thank you very much for listening.